Hi, Chef Phil at JES Restaurant Equipment, Greenwood, South Carolina. Today we're going to do a special little video on chili. I had a request and it sounded good to me, basically because it came from the boss. So we're going to throw together a southern classic good old chili. Okay, we're into the making of the chili. What I've got here in the cast iron pan. Again, I'm using cast iron. There's health benefits to things containing tomatoes and the iron in the cast iron skillet. So anytime I do that, I will use cast iron. The heating properties of cast iron over stainless steel or aluminum, no comparison. So what I've got here is 1 pound of ground chuck. I like to use ground chuck. You can use hamburger. The thing is, the ground chuck is usually about a 90 to 10% ratio of fat to meat. You want a little bit of fat in it because fat is where it's at as far as flavor goes. So I've got a pound of that ground off, 1 medium onion sauteing with it. This is pretty straightforward, just sauteing them. And now your first decision. Some people or some recipes will tell you to drain this off. In making the chili, if you want authentic chili, rather than drain that fat off, we'll go back to one of our cooking principles of a roux, fat, and flour. What I have here, this is what makes it authentic. This is mesa flour, ground corn flour. And I'm just going to sprinkle that over top of everything. If you want to talk a little restaurant French, this is what's known as sange, S-A-N-G-E-E, which means to sprinkle lightly with flour and stir that around. It's going to absorb what little bit of grease we had from the ground chuck, drying it up, and then when we start putting our liquid ingredients in, it's going to give us a fuller, thicker, flavored chili. See how it's taking up all the grease that was in the bottom, plus the flour, the corn flour flavor will come through. You know how I feel about using water in recipes. We got a tomato-based product that we're making. It tends to be spicy, so why would we put in bland water for our liquid? We're going to do it with Bloody Mary mix. Start with that. If it needs more, at the end we will add more. Down a bit. One of the biggest mistakes that people make in cooking, they turn the burner on full blast. Like I used to tell my students, all that means you're going to burn it a little bit quicker. Alright, we got that in there. You can see how it's the roux from the mesa flour and the grease from the hamburger or the chuck, ground chuck is picking that up nicely. Okay, now we've got that cooked up nicely. Now what I have here is 3 cups of diced tomatoes. And now the southern part. This is southern chili. Down here, the southerners take a lot of things as far as food goes to heart. Now back up north where I came from, kidney beans were used in chili. Down here they'll use any kind of bean, sometimes a mixture of beans. The authentic ones that I've found down here, they like to use pinto beans. So I've got 2 15-ounce cans pinto beans. Okay, now for the spice. What I've got here, this is 5 tablespoons of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin. Cumin is that's going to be the thing that sets off the chili taste, much like curry in Indian food or Thai food. The taste of cumin is what's mostly pronounced in the chilies. So this, depending on the heat that you're looking for, let your conscience be your guide. I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons in. And right away you'll start to smell the aromas of chili. Bringing this up to temperature. Put that up there in case we need any more. Let's see if we do. I'm going to say just a little bit. Julie says she likes it hot. Now, if you did care for it to be a little bit hotter, you know, you can always go with the Tabasco, the cayenne pepper, whatever you choose to make it hot. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, we're going to let this everything come up to temperature, let all the flavors meld together. Then we'll come back, we'll dish some up, and we'll dress it up and give you a presentation. Thank you. Alright, here we are with the presentation of our chili. What we've got here, the chili in the bowl, little cheddar cheese sprinkled around. Could use pepper jack if you wanted to stay authentic. Little dollop of sour cream in the middle, the scallions around the outside, and instead of crackers we're going to be using the tortilla chips. And that concludes our presentation of chili.